marketing person that you talk to out there is going to tell you that email is a huge converter, that it is absolutely something that you need to have in your marketing portfolio. And that is definitely true, but that doesn't mean that you can come out there, snap your fingers, and make a huge amount of sales through email. It's a deceptively difficult thing to get people to first open your email, then read that email and engage with it. Then, knowing that you're trying to get something out of them, get them to click on the email and go to where you want them to go, that being your site, a video, whatever it is. So today, I'm going to show you some incredibly effective emails that have already worked wonders out there in the world, and I'm going to tell you why they worked. My name is Trent Kennelly. I'm a marketing strategist, and on this channel, I talk about all the things that you can do to improve your business through marketing, sales, and analytics. So if that sounds good to you and you're excited, make sure that you like this video, subscribe to my channel if you're into it, comment and let me know which one of these is your favorite. They're for different scenarios, so you can have multiple favorites if you want to, no worries. I have one that really stands out, and I'll let you know when we get there, but until then, let's get started. So let's first start by looking at Grammarly. So Grammarly is an app, a plugin that reads the words that you're putting on the page, the periods and the commas, etc., and make sure that your grammar is good. So it might make changes to the words that you're using. It might make changes to whether you add a comma here or add a period or whatever. There's lots of different things that it does. And what this email is doing is it's saying, okay, well, here's your update for what you have done in the last week. Your new achievement, this is the first thing that you are going to notice because it's a different color. It's got this nice image here. It really kind of draws your eye directly here as you get this new achievement, you're Tolstoy-like. Okay, so that works with Grammarly being a writing app and Tolstoy being a very famous writer because they're saying, oh, you've done a whole lot of work, almost as much as writing War and Peace. Wow, that's amazing. So this achievement gives you that feeling of having done something through Grammarly, not just having it in the background and helping you with correcting your word choices or whatever, which is what it is, but this just adds a little bit more strength to that feeling, okay? So it also adds things like your writing streak and your productivity level as compared to every other Grammarly user. So this is saying, wow, you are better than 99% of Grammarly users. So it adds a bit of a competitive element. But what you're going to notice, this is really interesting here, other than these little Facebook share buttons, which are more or less just kind of, hey, advertise Grammarly to your friends, there's nothing that says, hey, go edit some more documents or anything like that. It's not intended as a call to action. It's not intended to get someone to go and buy. But what it is intended to do is engage people. So they're saying, wow, this is amazing. I've done so much work. I've been using Grammarly for 7 weeks straight. I've gotten a lot out of it. I've had 180,000 words checked and corrected. So really, really effective here. I'm so excited to use this. So if I'm a paying member, I'm going to want to continue to be a paying member. If I'm a non-paying member, I might decide, yeah, it really is worth my time and my money to put a little bit extra into paying for Grammarly. So that's the whole point here. Not necessarily to get them to come to a pay page, but to get them to go, oh, we're engaged. We are excited about what we're doing. And that's really all there is to it. So the second one I want to look at is a Bonobos email. This is, I'm not going to bury the lead. This is my favorite one. I think this is an amazing email. So when we look at it at first, it doesn't really look like much. I mean, if you got a picture of a guy, you've got the logo up top, maybe a couple of menu items, and then there's these numbers. So it doesn't look like there's much to it, but here's what we know about Bonobos. It's a retail brand. They sell socks and pants and all that sort of stuff. And we know that they're offering us a discount because it says select your size and get 25% off all your shorts. And we also know that when we go to an e-commerce store that's clothing related, we have a size to pick from. So we can say, oh, I'm a size 28 or I'm a size 34. And then you always have to select that. So this is playing off of that instinct. And it's saying, oh, you're already going to come here and pick your size. So I'm going to let you pick your size in the email. All of these are going to take you to the same place. They're going to take you to the pants selection screen. Yes, you're going to have this code that you can use. But what's amazing about this is that it plays on that instinct, okay? So what's the point here? This one should be pretty obvious. I mean, we've basically already covered it. We've all shopped online before. We all know what our size is. The entire point here is to get us to go, wow, there's a 25% discount. I'm going to take that action. And it's amazing because there is no specific thing that says buy now. It says select your size. So you're going to come over here and go, oh, I'm a size 34. I'm not a size 34. And you're going to select that, and you're going to go to the pants selection screen, and you're going to have this discount that you can use. So it's really impressive in that it is a short, to the point email. There's one sentence on here. Last day, select your size and get 25% off all shorts. A little bit of urgency, a lot of discount, one sentence, and a bunch of numbers. That's it. Really, really impressive email. And the best part about this email is you can kind of riff on it for your own business. It doesn't necessarily need to be e-commerce retail for clothes or anything like that. If you have any options at all, maybe you're selling car wax and you have car wax that's different based on the color of the car's paint, then you can just say select your paint color. It doesn't have to be about clothes, but you're building off of that instinct to select which option actually works for you. So it's like personalization without needing to automate the personalization in the back end. Really, really smart. So the next one I want to talk about is Majuri. So Majuri is a jewelry brand. It's an online jewelry brand. And what they did here is really impressive. So it's a jewelry brand. So they could be sending pictures of all of the different jewelry that they have for sale and have this huge, just image heavy email. They decided to stick for text. So text is initially a little bit more difficult because you have to get somebody's interest a lot faster. So what they do is they use some pretty classic techniques about like secrets and exclusivity to make you feel like you're the important person and you're being let in on something. So they start with psst, because anybody who hears psst or even reads it, it's going to go, oh my God, what? And so they've got that psst, and then they back it up by saying, we're letting you in on a secret. So now you feel exclusive. Then you're invited to our Black Friday sale, a private Black Friday sale. So you feel like you are one of the few who's going to be able to take advantage of this thing. Then they tell you about the discounts, and then they give you a link, and that's it. They've done this in 3 paragraphs and a couple sentences. Really impressive how they're able to tell a story to make you feel exclusive, to make you feel like you're important and you're in a small group of people, to make you build up that fear of missing out in your gut. So you don't want to be the only person who was invited to this sale that didn't take advantage of it. So you're going to not get the great jewelry. Other people will. So they've made you feel that FOMO. They've made you feel excited like you're part of a small group, and they've done it in 3 paragraphs. Very impressive email. Next, let's talk about The Hustle. So The Hustle is a couple different things. They have a trends analysis brand that you pay for to get lots of trends about upcoming business things and products that you can sell, etc. But what they're selling here when you get this email is for you to open the next email. So this is for signing up for a newsletter. And so you have just signed up to get daily marketing emails from The Hustle. And this email is intended to welcome you. And what it's doing is really, really intelligent because it's not just, oh, hey, thanks so much for signing up. You're going to get an email every day, blah, 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 boring. What they're doing instead is they're making it fun and they're making it engaging so that you're going to want to open tomorrow's email. Because if you just get something that says, you're going to get an email tomorrow, you're not going to want to open it because you're already bored by the welcome email. But these guys are talking about how the office manager gave a golf clap and their operations guy did a push-up and somebody ran outside and hugged an old lady. And it's funny. And because it's funny, it engages you to continue to read it. And because it engages you to continue to read it, even though there is no specific call to action, there's nothing here except, again, for Facebook and Twitter posts to go to the Facebook page or the Twitter page or whatever. There's nothing that says, hey, you need to come buy something from us. They're just trying to get you to open the next email. So this is an engagement email. The point of this specific engagement email is to get you to open the next engagement email. And so eventually their goal is to get you from being in the engagement emails and opening every email that they send to, hey, why don't you actually pay something from us? And we've given you a lot of free stuff. Why don't you give us some money in return and we'll give you a product that's one of our paid products. That's the principle of reciprocity, and that's what they're building out here. It's another psychological principle that says that if we get something for free, we're going to feel obligated to give something back. So if somebody is walking down the street and hands you 2 free tickets to a basketball game, you're going to feel obligated to do something in return. Let me buy you a drink or something like that. That is reciprocity in action. Likewise, if somebody is sending you an email every single day with hugely valuable information for your business, for marketing, whatever it is, you feel like you should be giving back to them somehow. That's what reciprocity is. The next email is from EM Cosmetics, so obviously a cosmetics brand online. And what you're looking at here is what's called an abandoned cart email. So you can check out this video right here for lots of information about abandoned cart emails and how they work. But what I'm showing you here is it's a very effective abandoned cart email. So we've got the name of the company up top. Very directly, did you forget something? But what I really like, so yeah, we've got a little bit of copy here that's nice, is the dynamic and how it's added. So a lot of the time, if you abandon your cart on Amazon, for instance, it's going to show you the product picture on the left, and then there's going to be like the listing title and the price, etc. So it looks like a listing, but it's inside your email. It's really not that nice looking. Over here, we've got the lipstick as it's by itself, just without anything around it. And it just looks very nice. It's like a product on the website. It says below what it is, how much you tried to order, what the total price is, and then it gives you a discount. So it's incentivizing you to come back and buy if you weren't interested to continue the purchase based on the normal price. So, and this is actually a good thing to know, is most places are going to have something like this when you abandon. So go ahead and abandon your cart and see if something comes back and you get a discount. A lot of the time you will. So this is a really effective method to get people to come back in. So we've got a nice big complete your purchase button. And then we have this buy now, pay later. So it's even more enticing for big orders. I don't know if anybody is really going to use that for $20, but if you have a bigger order, this afterpay, this buy now, pay later thing can be very effective. So this is a great, well laid out email, because when you're looking at it, you're probably looking at about this to start. So you've got the logo, the copy, a little bit of text, and it starts to be the image here. That's called above the fold area. And then you get to scroll down and you get to see what that is. So you get to see, oh, okay, so I see that what you're talking about is this lipstick that I tried to add to the cart 2 hours ago or yesterday or whatever. Really, really effective because it's simple, it's easy to read, it gets to the point, and there's no fluff here. Next, let's talk Wendys. So if you're not in the US, you probably don't know what it is, but Wendys is a fast food place, burgers and fries and all that sort of stuff. They are known on Twitter as having a snarky Twitter account. They kind of formulated that entire way of a business interacting with people on Twitter. In any case, this email is a little bit different. So the point of this email, even though it looks a little old world, I have to say, it looks a little bit, okay, we got the logo, we've got a big image, we've got a lot of text here. What's interesting and what really makes this email effective is not all of this junk, because honestly, it's a very busy email. It's this right here, free food. Everybody loves free, especially free food. So you see, you could win free food. You see free food. You don't see you could win. You see free food 50th. Free food for our 50th. That's what you're really noticing here. And you go, oh, how do I get some free food? So you come down here and you see, oh, we're about to run out of time for this. We need to act fast. What do we have to do? We have to download the app. That's the call to action. So it's not totally obvious in the beginning, because obviously they're not giving you free food, and that being the call to action. They don't want to just give it to you. They want something in return, right? And what they want in return is for you to download the Wendys app so that you can more easily buy Wendys food, or you can, I don't know, scan the cup or bag or whatever it is, and so that you can start using the Wendys app, because they want you to use the Wendys app to purchase from Wendys in the future. So it's really, really effective because it makes that big emotional play at the beginning, and that entices people to read a little bit more where they might not have always done so in the first place. So that's what's really impressive about it. And what's nice about this is that it's very easy to adapt. If you have something that's free in your own business, if you have an ebook, or if you're giving away a free plus shipping offer, whatever it is that you're trying to get people to come in the door with, your loss leader, you can use that here. So you can say, oh, you can get something free, and then, oh, here's how you do it. Okay, so it doesn't have to be complicated. It's pretty straightforward. You can make it prettier than this. You can make it simpler to read than this, and you can still have it be very effective. So the last one is from Mint. So Mint, if you don't know, is a budgeting app. So what it's meant to do is it's supposed to integrate with your bank and automatically analyze all of your purchases. So it can say, oh, you've spent this much on this category, this much on this category, 25% on food, 25% on rent, whatever it looks like. I love this app. If it was also in Europe, where I currently live, then I probably would still be using it. But in the US, I absolutely love it. So Mint has this email, which is just a happy birthday email. So it's a nice little rhyme. It's got some nice pictures. And the fact that it has what I've called dancing columns. So we've got image on the left, text on the right, and then text on the left, image on the right, and then back to image on the left, text on the right. So they kind of dance back and forth. Just makes it a little bit easier to read. And you can see it's only 4 lines each time. Very, very easy to read. And then you just get to a happy birthday at the bottom. Now, what's the call here? What are they trying to get out of you here? Nothing in this email, right? This email is just to say happy birthday. But why do they go to the effort of making these rhymes and putting these pictures together? And why do you get 50,000 happy birthday emails every time it's your birthday? Because this is a very effective method of reactivating people. So even though it's not saying, hey, please come back to Mint and please come buy from us again or pay for a service or whatever, they're just saying, hey, we're here. I just don't know if you remembered us or not, but this is a good opportunity to say hi. And because we're saying hi, maybe you'll remember us and maybe you'll come back and start using our service again. This is a great email style to get people to come back in. And it's a simple rhyme. I mean, you could almost just take the same rhyme and adapt it to your business. We've been by your side through some highs and some lows and sent you tons of email about where your money goes. Okay, maybe you can't do the second line there. But whether you feel like you're on the right track or wish you could take some of those purchases back. Okay, so maybe we say we need to adapt it a little bit more. But in any case, hire a copywriter, spend $5, $10 to get them to make a rhyme that is 12 lines long. Put your own images in there, which you can get on Envato Elements, and you're good to go. And you just slap the thing together. And it just reminds people that you exist in case they want to come back and talk to you again. That's really all there is to it. So there you go. There are lots of different emails in there for lots of different scenarios. They're all very effective in their own way for the different things that they are trying to accomplish. Let me know which one or multiples was your favorite, which type of email you're working on right now, and what kind of things you're trying to accomplish with it. I am sure one of these templates is really going to help you out. Otherwise, make sure that you like this video, subscribe to my channel if you're into it, and I will catch you in the next one.